That's what I do. I drink and control things.
Yeah, pretty sure that's illegal in most states, but you do you, okay? I mean, far be it from me to tell you not to do something stupid.
Hey everybody, welcome to Infinite Realms. Before we get started, don't forget to click like and subscribe to the channel. Help us grow. That's what she said. Gotta quit going for the easy ones, right? Okay, so today is a special occasion because today I'm going to review the Build-A-Figure controller. So, I have only bought 2 figures from this wave. How do I have the full figure? Well, trading, of course. I managed to get the rest of the parts through trades. Got them together a few days ago. Boom. Got the controller. Now, Build-A-Figures to me, I have to say, they kind of fall into a couple of different categories. There's those must-haves. There is those, oh, nice to have. And there's those, well, that's neat. And I don't know, controller kind of falls into nice to have and oh neat. I mean, he's not the biggest, baddest villain Marvel's ever produced, but he's not a terrible villain either. My biggest memory of the controller is the Armor Wars when Stark almost killed him, to be perfectly honest, when he was taking out all Stark tech that Spy Master had sold to people. So, yeah, I mean, it's a interesting one. And I do like the figure. He's big, he's bulky, he's looks the part. That head sculpt is spot on. I like the little detail of the little controllers in his open hand, the little control discs that he uses to control people with. He does come with 2-fisted hands, because, the controller can go. He's tough. He can fight. I mean, he's fought Iron Man several times. Although he tries not to. He tries to make sure it's a situation where, he forces the hero to fight the innocent civilians because they won't do that. Which is, a good villain observation. A good villain tactic. I mean, that's perfectly logical. But he can also stand his own. I think I prefer the open hands, though. I just think they look a little more natural and a little more controllery. Controllery? We're going with it. Okay, and, I would be remiss a little bit if I didn't mention there's some heavy reuse here from Thanos as a deluxe figure. The gloves and the boots seem to be new, but everything else looks to be really just borrowed from Thanos, including the cover, the shoulder pads, and look it up the controller. I mean, it does fit. I mean, it works. I was surprised that it worked, but it worked. It worked real well. I thought it looked great. I went with it. I just went with it and went on with it. I thought it looked perfectly fine as represented. So, you can criticize it for reuse, but sometimes reuse is okay, and this is one I'm willing to let slide because, if you want to really get on the reuse, get after the designers or the artists who made these characters because you made them too similar. All right, and well, controller's articulation is pretty standard, all pinless though. Single joints because he's such a bulky figure in the arms, double joints in the legs, la la la, and so. Yeah, I think it's a really good figure. It's one of the few Build-A-Figures I've gone out of my way to try to put together. I've got a few I've got sitting around in pieces that, I need this part or that part, and I haven't really tried to look for them yet. And I just thought at this point in my collection, yeah, I might as well try to look for the Build-A-Figures that I want and get those pieces, those missing pieces, and get them together. And I started off with Controller just because I thought he was kind of nifty. Okay, so for some comparison, here he is with Hulk and Ulick. however you pronounce it. Uh, yeah, and I just wanted to show him with some bigger figures and see how he stacked up with those. And of course, here he is with Armored Daredevil and Renew Your Brows Spider-Man to give you an idea, the average height, how he looks with an average character. Of course, he's big and probably a deluxe figure, so yeah. And finally, for something totally different, decided to go with Ultron and Frogman to give you an idea of comparison. So, right at the end, what do I say here? What do I rate him? Yes, I think he's a good figure, a nifty figure. I do wish he had a little more articulation just because you could get some better poses out of him, but it's not something I'm going to knock too far. I will say 4.5. I really like it. Really glad it's in my collection. Got to find a place for him, but, hey, he's cool. So, there you go. There's my thoughts on the Build-A-Figure controller. And that will wrap up this episode of Infinite Realms. Don't forget to like and subscribe.